Yo, we back at it. Here's the kicker. Got Jazz on the scene, but I guess
Yo, yo,
she
yo.
changed her name to Nova tonight. What's up with the Nova? What that mean?
Nova, it means new beginnings and growth. And that's the journey I'm on. Just becoming a better version of myself and growing and new beginnings. So I saw it fitting to go by Nova. I liked it.
Okay, Nova Jazz, Jazz Nova. And I see you got the fresh cut. Is that line fresh?
Oh, nah, it's just a good wave cap. It can...
Oh, all right, all right.
Nah, I'm actually growing my hair back out. Like I'm doing better with laying it down and looking fresh because you're the second person I thought I got a fresh cut. But no, I'm actually growing it back out so I could get my locks back.
Oh, now you want the locks back.
I miss my locks. That was always the goal to get my locks back when I cut my hair 2 years ago this short. But I fell so in love with the short cut and the blonde, and it just 2 years later, here I am.
So no more. As soon as no more Dark Caesar, it's back to the locks.
It's back to the locks. Back to the locks. It's funny though. I actually got to get a shape up and a touch up with the color because I went red. So I was like, let me start dyeing my hair red now while I'm growing it out. So when it's time to lock it up, it's already there.
Okay, I dig that. Got that red going.
You know.
Speaking of red, that ties into Valentine's Day was weeks ago and all that.
What, it was like 2 weeks ago now?
Yeah, that was weeks ago. In the midst of it being Valentine's Day and all that, you got niggas out here flipping shit around, man. They can't let the ladies just have nothing. The
Listen,
ladies have Galentine's Day. What the fuck is these niggas doing with a Valentine's Day? What the fuck is that?
listen, men want to be festive too. Let the men be festive. What's wrong with men being festive?
I'm gonna say, all right, look, men can be festive, right?
Okay.
But it's certain shit you have to leave to women. Certain things is just meant for women. And niggas get mad when they get called zesty or a woman call them a bitch ass nigga. Well, look what you doing. You doing bitch ass nigga shit.
Listen, I'm the devil's advocate. I'm all here for the Valentines. Granted, they could have done without the stuffed animals and the balloons.
They could have not did it at all.
No, they could have did it. I'm here for it. Men could get together too and just have a men's Valentine.
So you jacking that. You jacking men. Men,
Listen,
straight men, that's what's getting together, exchanging teddy bears
hey,
and
I
gifts.
said they could have done without the teddy bears for sure. Absolutely could have done without the teddy bears. But what's wrong with men getting together to celebrate the day of love? Men got feelings too. Like you, the epitome of why niggas don't want to allow their feelings out and
I'm
feel
gonna tell
like
you
they.
something. I'm not the epitome because I say this, right? This is what I always encourage. It's Valentine's Day. Don't come hanging around me, nigga. You ain't got no woman to go see.
Love is
Nah,
love,
nah.
love,
I'm on.
love.
I've been like this. You ain't got no woman to see.
And what? And some don't. Just like some
Go
women
fi-
don't.
go
That's.
go go find somebody, man. Don't come to
I mean, not
don't come to
everyone
me.
has somebody. That's why you turn to your friends. Hence, why Galentine's was invented. So now you got Valentine's for those
All
who
right,
don't have nobody.
look
Let
for
me just
women.
get link up with my friends, do something, and call it a day.
For women, y'all could do that. Like I said, me coming up, I ain't never linked with my niggas on no Valentine's. They tell me, yo, I ain't got nothing. So I'm a no. Guess what? Always has something in the cut. You know what I'm saying?
Not everyone does.
And then
Not
I also
everyone
look at
does.
niggas crazy because like, all right, you ain't got no Valentine. All right, so why you not making sure your mom and your daughter get a gift for Valentine's Day, but you wanna pile up with niggas? Did you get your mom and your daughter something?
Who's to say their mom's still around, and who's to say they have a
All
daughter?
right, all right, your aunt or
Huh?
somebody, your aunt or
Huh?
somebody.
Huh?
Well,
Oh,
just
okay.
well, I say that. Well,
Okay.
if their mom is still around, go do that. But why you want to hang? Look, I got another kicker here, right?
All right, come on, kick it to me. Kick it
I'm
to
got
me,
another
Frank.
one here.
All right, kick it to me.
I ain't even see niggas that are gay say something about some Valentine's Day.
Or maybe they just didn't post it. Maybe they ain't
Because you
post
know
about
why?
it.
See, they probably looking at them niggas like y'all niggas is supposed to be straight. Y'all niggas is crazy. What y'all doing that? See, the gay dudes they keep what they do what they do. They not even saying nothing about no Valentine's. Them gay niggas probably want to smack them niggas.
I mean, I don't think if I was a dude, I would have posted the picture they posted because at the end of the day, like you said, not everything is it's not caught on. A mountain times is not something that's normal. So would I have posted it? Probably not. And just still did it and just not post it and say anything about it.
Come on. Then they get mad. Niggas call them zesty festies. Well, look what you doing, dog.
Zesty and sassy. Ooh, you sassy.
Like, what you doing? Now, see, some shit like this, I can understand. Like, all right, it could be a regular day, you know. Say a nigga got some roses right now. You know, people don't get they flowers until they dead.
And that needs to be changed. People need to get their flowers while they still here.
Now I'm gonna say this: don't come to me on no Valentine Day trying to hand me a flower. Whoa, nigga, get up. We not doing that. That look crazy.
I'm
Now,
dead.
now if it's a normal day, be like, yo, P Bills, it's a rose for you, my nigga. Take your flowers while you can smell them. I could respect that. Now I know some niggas will be like, Bills, that's crazy. I ain't take. Nah, it's not even. It's on some giving you some flowers while you can smell them. Cause don't come to my funeral or my great putting
Trying to
flowers
give
on that.
me flower,
I
right? Like
can't
I can't
smell the shit.
smell them. That like I can't smell them. So why would I want them now?
You know what I'm saying?
Like
So I'll take a rose on a normal day, but you come to me on some Valentine's Day shit, nah, nigga, you need to go find you
I
go
mean,
get that
and
to a woman.
I'm screaming, but it's the fact that you honed in because it's Valentine's Day. Like technically, if you take out the holiday, it's still a regular day. It's
You're
still a
right.
regular day.
But
But
that
you
day,
too
Valentine,
but you too so focused on because it's Valentine's Day and a lot of society will see it as but it's Valentine's Day, but at the end of the day, it's still a day. It's a
well,
day of the year
look,
on the
don't come to
calendar,
me.
a day in the month of February. It's still a day.
Well,
But because
to
it's a
all my niggas I
national
know,
holiday,
to all my niggas I know, if y'all start giving out roses and shit, giving niggas they flowers while they can smell them, don't come to me with one on February 14th, nigga. I might slap you, my nigga. Don't come give me one. Don't we not doing that. Don't get. I know it sound ignorant, but don't come giving me no flower on
I'm
February
screaming.
14th. You know what I'm
So what
saying?
you gonna be? What you gonna be on your Bernie Mac shit like he was in the head of state, just getting off the train, straight smacking motherfucker.
Yeah, and that's one of my favorite movies right there. Classic. Straight Bernie Mac. Don't come to me with a rose on February 14th. Nah. You know what I'm saying? Nah, we not doing that. It's over for that. That shit was crazy. And notice them niggas disappeared. See, niggas know like they got cooked, thought they was doing something special. Nah, leave that shit to the women, nigga.
Well, that's because it was the balloons and the stuffed animal. And
Yeah. They had the bottle. Look, it looked like something extra happened after that.
and the silk pajamas. Like it's a lot of things they could have just
I'm
left
just
done
saying.
without.
That
But I
look
still, but I still support it. I'm here for it, fellas.
yeah, you know what? I mean, I hear where you coming from, Nova. Nova
And
Jazz, Jazz Nova. You know, but
all right, Grandpa Bills,
yeah, yeah, you know,
Dirty Grandpa Bills. I
had to pull out the
understand where
heating
you coming
pad.
from. All right, Dirty Grandpa Bills. I understand where you coming from too, especially because you a man, but you a man from back in the day, and that's what's wrong with a lot of men though that grow up back in the day. They stay in a box. They don't step out to look at things differently. So
I actually just stepped out of box because guess what? A lot of niggas will look at that, yo. for another to give me a rose on another day and be like, "Hey, I'm giving you your flowers while you can smell them," a nigga get tight over that. Nigga be like, "You don't give me a rose at all." Like, what's type of, you know what I'm saying? And see what
I
helped me
get
step out. What helped me step out the box? You know, my situation where I went through being in the coma, cardiac arrest. So you know, I had to open up some more. I'm like, all right, you know, I'm here. I gotta be move better about certain things.
and
You know
that's
what I'm saying?
good. That's honestly good because there are people I'm sure that had death experience, life or death experiences, comas or actually died and came back and they still do the same shit. They don't change. It's just like, oh no, you just want to be haram all your life? Forget the halal after that? Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
some people don't want no halal. You feel me?
Clearly, like nigga, you literally died. Like you died and came back and you still want to have this closed inbox mind? All right, stay haram all your life then.
Yeah,
It's all
they
right.
ready for the box. They want to die. They
They
want
want to
to.
wake up dead in the box. That's what they want to do. They want to wake up dead in the box. Cool, cool, cool,
I mean, you
cool.
know, if I wake up dead in the box, I'd rather wake up dead in the box from getting some coochie. You feel me? Go out with a bang. You know, bust a bust,
Oh man,
bust a nice nut and die.
I was about to say that happened in one of them old movies. I forgot it was a classic movie. Old boy was getting rolled like a horse, and he had a heart attack when he was
I
nutting.
seen that movie. I forgot the name of it,
You
but I
know
seen
what
that
I'm
shit.
talking about,
I
right?
seen it.
Like literally, old girl is on top, and he just. I'm like, well,
But see,
damn.
it
That's a
don't look.
good way to go for him. For her, no, because now I'm fucked up mentally. But it's a good way to go for him.
But if I remember correctly, I don't think that was a good way to go for him because he was a fucked up nigga. He's ready haram. Like, I don't think he was knowing that heart attack was coming.
I'm screaming. I think the actor, it was like the light skinned dude with like the reddish orange hair, if I'm not mistaken.
Hmm.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like, that's crazy. But that's funny though, because what in the Color Purple? You remember that scene in the original Color Purple? And he died, Cilly's husband, that dad, Mr. died. How he died? On top of me.
That's crazy. That was crazy.
Like, hey yo, you died on top of your wife,
That
bruh. Now I gotta push you off of me. At least in the other movie, she was on top, so she just had to get up. But
Yeah, she just
you,
had to get up and go about her business. I mean, she wasn't as
yeah,
traumatized. You know what I'm saying? But she was
I mean
traumatized
that's
there.
still traumatizing. But to die on top of me, so then that means once we, cause your last breath, nigga, you just go limp. You just went limp and collapsed on top of me, and then now I gotta. Yeah, I think that's a little more traumatizing. That's more traumatizing for a dude to die on top of you as opposed to being on top and the dude
She
croaks
might
over.
she might get gassed after that. She might be like, yo, I really got that killer coochie. She might be gassed after that. She got that killer.
Real gas. Real gas. Like, no, it ain't got nothing to do with the fact that that's the old man. It's like, okay.
Which is that was even oh man, that's whoa. Color Purple, a crazy ass movie. That's all I know. That's one wicked ass movie.
Yeah, no, that movie was crazy. Like those were the first Bebe kids before Bebe's kids came out.
Word. Baby's Kids, I want to watch that movie again. Now that you brought it up, I ain't see that in a while.
You
That's a
know,
classic.
at 100%. And you know what I just found out and I never knew? What you call it? Faison Love voiced the old boy.
Yeah, he was in that.
I didn't know because the original comedian died before the film came out.
That's probably why Phase on Love be feeling away about a lot of shit. Like he don't get his credit he deserved, but he do be out here wild. I don't know if you watch any of his latest interviews, but if you watch any of his latest interviews, he be going off.
Nah, I haven't watched anything.
He be going off. That man's bugged out. But speaking
I
speaking
mean,
speaking of movies though, I know you seen that Tyler Perry college road trip joint.
I did. I 100% did. And I will say I fucks with it. It's like it's definitely out of the box Tyler Perry movie with all the cursing, but at the end of the day, that was Uncle Joe. Uncle Joe always been the unfiltered uncle cussing and all that. I actually liked it. You know, I know a lot of people didn't. A lot of people, the biggest thing was, oh, it was a lot of cussing, and you know, it was outside of Tyler Perry's norm.
And they say it was too sexualized and all that. But it's like, do y'all not see the movie is rated R?
That part, that part. But not only that, it tells you in the beginning what you about to encounter before you proceed on to the movie. Secondly, these motherfuckers act like they ain't never watched a movie with cussing just because it was Tyler Perry. First of all, Uncle Joe be cussing in Tyler Perry's movies, and not
That's a
as
fact.
much. Not as much, obviously, you know. But so for me, it wasn't no shock because at the end of the day, that's always been Uncle Joe's character. He's unfiltered. Him and Medea, unfiltered, saying whatever they want, how they want to say it, even no matter how gritty it is, they say it. So for me, I'm like, that fits who the hell Uncle Joe character is. You know, and I liked it. And I said Tyler Perry should have been making rated R movies like this a long time ago. Cause it was
Yeah.
definitely way better than that fucking Destination wedding he came out with.
Now, see, I ain't see that one. I ain't see that
Don't
one yet.
waste your time. Don't need to.
No, I gotta watch it just to see what happened. Why not? Like let me see. So that way I can be like, oh, this shit is trash. That way, at least
It
if I come,
was.
what made it trash? Too short, just the storyline. You without telling me the storyline bugged out, was
I
all over the
mean,
place, random.
it wasn't random. It was just typical Tyler Perry stuff. But this new movie, the Uncle Joe Road Trip, wasn't typical. Of course, you know, still got the lessons in there, which has been Tyler's thing from day one, always having these messages, you know, in his plays and movies. I'm like, so that's why I'm like, all right, like I ain't seen nothing wrong with it, but then also I'm not uptight. So
And that's another thing. People miss the messages in there. Feel me? When they went to the bar, fought the white guys off. You know, he had to tell his nephew like, "Yo, we gotta fight. That's what we gotta go through. Gotta toughen up out here. The world ain't gonna be soft on you."
no, and also the bigger message, which I hope a lot of people didn't miss, but I'm sure it went over a lot of people's heads. A lot of these young kids, and I get it, you give them the better opportunity when it comes to their education, right? So if that means it has to be a predominantly white school just to get that education, cool, that's fine. Because I would want my child to have the better opportunity education as well. But he also, Tyler, forgot to educate his son on who he is and the importance of his history and his
Exactly.
background. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, and a lot of people, a lot of parents fail to do that. Like, I get it. Yes, give your kids the best opportunity, put them in positions where they could have more opportunities so they can be better than you were. So they won't have to struggle like you did, because that should be every parent's goal for your kid to be better than you. But also, don't forget to educate them at home to let them know who they are and where they come from and why knowing your history is so important. Because, like Joe said in the car, the biggest message, how can you know where you're going if you have no idea where you came from?
Come on, talk tall.
Like, you
That's
know
a
what I'm
bar.
saying? Like, seriously, how can you know what you need to work on and how to shape your future and what you want your future to look like for you if you have no idea what that past looked like and what the struggle was just for you to even get to that point? Like, that's why it's important to raise your kids with balance, to have balance, for them to be able to sit at both tables, for them to be able to walk through doors that our ancestors, people in the past, couldn't walk through doors that they would at least expect them to walk through and sit at that table. Your kids got to be balanced.
Definitely need that balance. That balance is very important. Very
Very,
important.
very important. And I understood that message. And a lot of these kids, unfortunately, and I see it all over social media, don't care about their past. They don't care about our history and their lineage and the sacrifices that were made just for us to even be able to be where we're at today. Yes, it's not perfect. Is it still cracks in the wall? Absolutely. It's always and forever going to be cracks when you have ignorant people who don't want change. Again, like we were saying earlier about staying in the box, even those people that had near death experiences, stay in the box. You have to step outside your box. You have to open your mind up. Like, and I just had this conversation on Saturday with a group of people, and it's just like people fear what they don't know, right? We're always going to fear the unknown, but it's on you to educate yourself, right? And if you never educate yourself, how can you learn about what you don't know? How can you face your fear and stop fearing what you don't know if you
Mm.
don't sit down and have a conversation with somebody?
Let the
Because
let the church say amen. Hallelujah.
amen. Like seriously, because it's like you gotta be willing to sit down with someone who does not look like you and have a conversation so you can better understand them. And I bet you'll find more similarities than you do differences. Because at the end of the day, we all struggle. We all just want what's best for our kids. We just want our kids to be better. We all just trying to survive in this ugly ass world. We all just trying to make it to the next day. But you could do that without being ignorant. You could do that by stepping outside your box and sitting down with somebody from a different country that speaks a different language, and you just have a conversation with them. Now, you're going to say, oh, what about the language barrier? Google Translate, because I use that shit. Google Translate. If you can, like, if you're gonna have a conversation with somebody where there's a language barrier, and honestly, that's the biggest problem with people actually sitting down because of a language barrier. And I get that, but there are ways for that conversation to get interpreted for you to understand what that person is saying and what you are saying to them. But it honestly starts with sitting down and having a conversation and getting to know that person. But if you're unwilling to sit down with somebody, then
Then
you're
it's
going to
over.
be forever stuck. You are
Yeah.
going to be forever stuck because you choose to be ignorant. Ignorant is a choice. You
Talk
are
that ignorance is a
like,
choice shit. Come on.
it is. It is. Being ignorant is a full blown choice. Like, just
Come
like
on.
you want to sit here.
Talk to these hard ERs. You feel me?
Listen, I'm just saying because it's like, oh, you want to be on social media and complain and this and that, but are you actually educating yourself to learn? Are you actually getting out there to try to make a difference? Hell, are you trying to better yourself so you don't fall under that ignorant umbrella? Like the world is already
Yeah,
full of
you
ignorant,
gotta definitely work
negative
on you
people.
because you gotta be the change that you want to see.
Say it again.
You
Again,
gotta
I
be
need you to say it again.
you gotta be the change that you want to see. Start with
And
you.
And that's what I'm saying. And like I have this tapestry that's on my wall, and I look at it every day. And it's two lions, right? A black lion and a white lion, and they facing each other. And underneath it says, "You versus you will always be your biggest fight." And it's true. Like even though when you step outside your door, you gotta fight the world, but you gotta fight you every day. You gotta fight you to get up out the bed, to get ready for work, to walk outside that door and muster up that energy to deal with the world. But also
I know you mentioned walk, but you also gotta throw in that roll outside that
roll.
door.
Yes,
You
you
know,
gotta roll out the
you
door
gotta roll
too.
out that door. Shout out to all my wheelchair people that's holding it down.
Yes,
I don't fuck with all you wheelchair niggas, because a lot of y'all are hard ERs, but that's another story for another day. You know what I'm saying?
yes. And I'm like, but I'm just like, whether you roll out the door, walk out the door, you gotta tell yourself to get out the door, right? But just like, so the same way you got to tell yourself to walk out that door and put your Superman cape on to fight the world, you also got to fight you. And when you want better, like you said, you got to be the change that you want to see. But you also, that comes with willing to make the sacrifices, letting go of what you know, stepping into new places, stepping outside the box, trying new things, putting yourself purposely in places that you ain't never been, or you be like, oh, that's white people shit. No, it's everybody shit. They just expect you not to want to go and made it white people things, but it's not. It's a
But
everybody's
in
thing.
in the midst of the everybody shit, it is certain things. It's just for certain people. But I get what you mean. Might as well mix it up and learn though.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying. Obviously, I know certain things just are just for certain. You got it. I ain't got it. Like, but you gotta be, but you gotta be willing. Prime example, my homegirl, right?
I'll tell you what I'm not. You see how you said gotta be willing. I tell you what I'm not willing to do. Don't pull out no crazy drugs talking about yo man. This ain't neither white or black, man. This is us together. Sniff this coke. Whoa, sniff this what?
Whoa, you be going so left. You be going so
Like
left with it.
what? Like sniff this what? Pop this fentanyl, nigga. Get the fuck out of here, nigga. You wild.
I'm screaming. Obviously, certain things are just a hard no. Fuck no, hell no. You got it. Like that, you on your own with certain shit. But other things, obviously, you have to be willing to step outside your box. And a lot of people aren't. Like I said, prime example. My homegirl asked me if I wanted to go to this curling event.
Okay.
What the fuck is curling?
I'm about to
It's
ask you, what is that?
it's a sport in the Winter Olympics where they're literally, it's a, it look like an inflated hockey stick, right?
Yeah.
And it look like brooms, and they're hitting them. They're hitting them across. It's basically like a shuffleboard on ice. You seen a shuffleboard? It's like on ice,
Yeah.
but with these broomsticks, and you hitting this big inflated disc across the ice.
So what? What's the point of the game? Is it to hit it in a goal or something?
There was no goal. I like I said, my homegirl, she watched the Winter Olympics. We was out, and I happened to see it on the TV. I'm like, what the fuck is this? I ain't never seen it. Also, I don't watch the Winter Olympics, Summer Olympics all day. But if it wasn't for her watching the Olympics, I wouldn't have seen it. So when she asked me, do I want to go? I said, sure. Why not? I was like, I'll go. Something different. I said, and that's funny. I texted her. I was like, look at you. Got me doing white people shit. Like, hey, cause I'm like,
I mean, and then how do you win that game? I mean, there's some things about the Winter Olympics I know about, but I don't know nothing about that. How do you win the game? How do they decide a winner?
I don't know. I ain't never see it, but now I'm gonna have to do research. But again,
Yeah, I'm gonna have to research that now too.
that goes to being willing to do research and be like, oh, what is this? I ain't, especially, excuse me, because I'm attending an event about curling and gonna be learning how to curl. You would have asked me 5, 10 years ago, oh, Jazz, if you would have told me 5, 10 years ago I've been going attending some curling 101 event, I'd have looked you straight in the face and said, I know you fucking lying.
I mean, as soon as I heard Winter Olympics, I really don't like that cold shit. I'm like, yo, we got to be there in the cold.
Well, it's not cold down here. It's actually, the event is being held at the library or whatever. So I think it's just gonna be a way to learn, but not on ice or whatever. I
Yeah.
guess to learn the basics and how to play the game and the whole purpose of the game. So
So
I actually,
you about to be nice in that.
I guess, like, but I'm willing to try something different. I'm willing to step outside my box and do something that we would deem as a white person sport. Like, oh, that's for white people. But I'm willing to try it because hey, I actually could enjoy it. You never know. It might be something I enjoy, just like I enjoy crocheting, just like I enjoy writing. Like, but you don't know unless you try it. But you have to be willing. Like going through changes and growth and elevation comes with sacrifices. It comes with changes. It comes with willing to let go of what you know, what you're comfortable with, and stepping outside the box. But most people aren't willing to do none of that and they just want instant gratification. And then they wonder why they get stuck because you're doing the same shit expecting different results, aka the definition of insanity. Like, what do you expect if you keep doing the same stuff? What do you expect if you're not willing to learn and educate yourself? Like, and that is the most important thing, to educate yourself. You know, the same way we nourish our bodies with foods and protein shakes and fruits and vegetables and liquids because we getting all those nutrients from these foods. You also got to feed your mind. You got to feed your soul. And
That's a
you
fact.
do
You
that
definitely got to feed your mind and soul.
by educating yourself. You do that by learning something new. You do that by reading and again just gaining more knowledge. But
You
you
see how
do
you
that,
see how you mentioned reading? I mean, unfortunately, a lot of people can't read though.
and unfortunately, yes. Even while in school, like what the stats for the U.S. we're on a seventh, eighth grade reading level overall as a country. I know you fucking lying. I know you fucking lying.
I
Like
know they ain't
what?
lying. I
But they
believe
not.
us.
Unfortunately, they not. But that goes to show how sucky our school systems are. But not even that, because it goes beyond. It goes beyond school. Because learning and being educated does not stop at school, and that's where a lot of people drop the ball because they feel like getting your education stops in school, and it doesn't. It goes beyond that because at the end of the day, who make these books, who approve these books, who approves what goes inside these books that are in these schools and being distributed to our schools and our children are being exposed to? The government. Like at the end of
And
the
you know what
day,
they say? You wanna hide something from a nigga, put it in the book.
that part. And I refuse. I refuse to be a statistic. I love to read. I used to be sitting there reading books. I remember I read like a 600-page book in like a week. And I don't even think it was a full week. But I love to read but I also like to be different. I dare to be different. I dare not to fit in because you can't confine me to a box. My
That's what I'm talking about. You
personality,
you you talk you mixing all the bars now. You've been through the dare programming. I remember them days.
listen, like you know what I'm saying? It's like my personality is too big for it to be confined in a box. Like I refuse. No. Like, am I a law-abiding citizen? Absolutely, because I ain't trying to go to jail. No, no, no. I said I ain't doing that. Been there, done that for 2 days. 2 days was enough. It was my wake-up call. Like, oh shit, this ain't for me. Because if I end up in jail, I'm gonna be Big Bertha's bitch. Absolutely not. I listen. It ain't for me.
Wow, straight like that. So I'm gonna be Big Bertha's bitch.
Yes, BBB. Like, absolutely, absolutely,
Triple B on the
absolutely.
scene. Triple B.
Listen, three B's on it. Like, absolutely. Listen, but because I know that is a place I do not want to be, it was, I had to clean up my act, right? I had to get my attitude together.
Yeah, you have to remove some of that haram to get to the halal. I see you.
Exactly. But
And
I
we
had to
all
be
been
willing
there.
to let it go. I had to be willing to let it go. Like Erica Badu said, right? And I had reposted this a few weeks ago on my story because it resonated with me, especially in my journey that I'm going through, like I said, of growth and elevation. She said, a part of you dies every day. as you are growing into this new person, the old you dies every day. And you have to take your other foot out your old life and step into your new life 100%. You can't keep you can't keep both feet in both places at the same time.
Yeah, can't have one foot in, one foot out.
Exactly.
It's either you're
Like,
gonna be all in, or
or
you
you
just get
not.
up out of there, or you not.
Exactly. And if you're gonna sit here and start making these little necessary steps to change, then you gotta be all in. That means you believe in yourself. Like, you know that regardless of where this journey is gonna take you, what you're going to endure through this journey is gonna
Yeah,
be worth it because you banking on yourself. That
word.
means you know what you're able to do and what you're able to get through. And it's crazy because with this situation that I was dealing with in school, and it worked out in my favor, thank God, like I knew it would, because there ain't nothing but the big
Oh
man
yeah, see
upstairs.
that's a nice segue to go into us talking about them crackers, them other ERs. You know what I'm saying? Them other
Listen,
ERs. Yeah,
listen,
we gonna balance, as I like to call it, balance the racism. We talk about
listen.
them niggers. Now it's
Now we're
about to
talking
be
about
time
them
for them crackers.
crackers. Listen, like, and it's like, I'm like, of course they try to tear me down. They try to stop me, telling me no, but I didn't take no for an answer. And at one point, I was ready to quit. I was like, yo, fuck this. It's not even worth it. I'm tired of this shit. Like, I don't even want to fight no more. I'm about to say fuck it. But after talking to my sister and my homegirl and doing a lot of praying, I didn't stop. I didn't take the no for an answer, and I kept fighting, and I got my results that I fought for. And that was the best feeling ever.
And
Ever.
I'm glad you mentioned fighting, because let's go back to the triple B real quick. Me personally, you got a lot of fight in you, so I don't think Big Bertha will take you down like that. You got a lot of fight. She have to put in mad work to get you. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, I ain't said she was gonna get me. I was just gonna willingly give myself to her to
Nah,
avoid
we not
all
see
that.
see no. You're not doing that.
Listen, listen. Hey, we in your territory now, Big Bertha. You got it. I ain't trying to get
Nah,
shanked. Listen, you got
you better fight.
listen, you got it. You got it. Nah.
Only way you better say she got it is if you know, like, all right, I fought enough. I can't win this. All right, I join you. You know what I'm saying? But nah, you better fight.
I'm screaming. I'll fight. I'll fight. All right. You got a Big birthday. I'm yours.
I mean,
But
it is a different way to fight. Give her them oodles and noodles. There's a lot of sodium in there. Big Bertha already big, so them calories gonna go up. You're gonna pass
exactly
out
that
from a lot of heart
cholesterol.
attacks. You know what I'm saying? She one soda,
Nah,
she one pack of noodles away from a heart attack.
I'm screaming. But fact. But nah. And another thing that also kept me to fighting and not throwing the towel was I had to have a conversation with myself. And I really had to ask myself, would I really be okay if I just said fuck it and I'm not fighting? Would I genuinely be happy and satisfied with myself if I did not fight it all the way through? And the honest answer was fuck no. Fuck no.
Exactly. And
Cause
see
my
that
mama
shows,
ain't raised no punk.
and that shows how important them self talks are. Like, you could talk to everybody else, but you gotta have that talk with yourself. And sometimes that talk with yourself is the hardest talk out of everything.
Oh, absolutely. Because you have to be brutally honest with yourself. But then again, you got people that be lying to themselves. Like me, I'll be getting real raw and unfiltered with myself because at the end of the day, I'm not gonna lie to myself.
Well, I
Granted,
mean,
some people lie to themselves, like that's some narcissist shit. That's another.
that's the biggest lie. That's the biggest lies you could tell. Man, I said that to in one of my freestyles in the past summer. The biggest lies you tell are the ones to yourself. A lot of
That
people ain't
part,
like that. A lot of people ain't like that lie when I said that. But I'm just like, yo, I know what it is. Yeah, y'all just don't want to hear the truth, and y'all been lying to yourself. It's all right.
that part, and it's true because it's easier to lie to yourself than it is to speak the truth. Because then When you speak the truth, you got to take accountability. Was that a sneeze? Bless you. If it was a
No,
sneeze.
look, just as a mini cough.
Oh,
You
okay.
just didn't hear it, but I appreciate it though. Thank you very much.
Okay.
You are
Okay.
far too kind.
You're very welcome. Got to be a splendid friend.
You
You know,
know, far too kind. Thumbs up.
I'm screaming. But nah, but seriously. And it's just like, it's easier to lie to yourself because then you don't have to take accountability and you don't have to own up for your part in whatever the situation is that you have to
And
talk
a
to
side note,
yourself about.
I gotta shout out Fabulous because on that Let's Talk About It podcast that he got with Tim Mano, Davies, and Jim Jones, Fabulous came out his own mouth and said, "Yo, I'm delusional at times, so I don't know what y'all talk about." I said, "You know what? I respect it because I mean sometimes you gotta be delusional to get to certain places you want to get to. You know, there's gonna be people telling you, yo, you can't make it, you can't not. So you get in your bag and work like, I can make it. Even if you see yourself not making it, you got to be somewhat delusional to get there, though,
Hold
in
on.
that type of space.
Now, what you just said though segues into what Mike Sepp said. Stay delusional. That shit, his new shit.
I seen
And
that.
like he said, and what he say at the end, stay delusional because of what you just said. So that was just like a perfect segue to that. Like literally, stay delusional so you could get to places that people don't expect you to be in. So you can sit at tables people told you were never good enough to sit at. Open them doors, have those doors open for you that people say you was never supposed to walk through. But like you said and Mike Epps said, you got to stay delusional to even believe that. And so I fuck with Fab with that because baby, I'm delusional. Like I'm like, yo, I'm delusional fighting this school and this institution. Like it's an institution. I gotta be crazy. I gotta be delulu. But it's all right though, because that delusion, I came out on top. And
Exactly. See,
and
that's that. Sometimes you gotta be haram to get to the halal. See,
but also you gotta have faith plus resilience equals results. And I'm patenting that.
I like that equation.
I'm patenting that. Faith plus resilience equals
I like
results.
that equation. Put that on the t-shirt.
I am.
Put that on. I'm copying one, and I need you to
Yes.
sign it too.
I got you. I got you. My John Hancock would be all over it. At least I
Sign
know
that.
how to sign. I said these kids don't know what a signature is these days because they don't teach them cursive no more. It's horrible. They setting our kids up for failure.
You know what?
Horrible.
That reminds me. I need to buy my kids some workbooks for cursive writing. Even though they
Yeah.
say they've been working on it themselves, I'm like gonna get y'all some workbooks so that way y'all can really dig deeper into it.
But seriously, because like with my nephew, my oldest nephew be 16. Shout out to my oldest. And he just passed his written driving test with 100%.
See,
Bruh,
congratulations to your nephew.
thank you.
That's black history right there. And that's what 100 on the first try.
100 on the first time, baby. It
Come
took me
on,
3 times, and I
come
still
on,
ain't even get 100 the third time on my written test. So it's just like, bruh, you got 100 your very first time, and he told me he was the second one done, and he took it in 9 minutes, bruh. Like when I say I'm a proud auntie, I am a proud auntie.
that's fine.
I was
Your
like,
nephew killed that.
okay. That's what I'm saying. And he'll be 16 next month. Like, Lord, I'm not ready for this. I am not, but I'm proud. But also, I say that to say because I don't play when it comes to education. Because again, I know what they try to do to us and how they try to hold us back and not educate us properly, like they
Yeah.
educated other people, right? So,
But
with my nephew,
I also throw this in there too. You know, them hard ERs. They don't want to teach themselves. Sometimes they be smoking themselves.
both ERs,
That's
both
why.
ERs,
No, we all
the
don't worry. Them
listen,
we got them other ERs. They about to get a whole segment in a minute. You know what time that is.
listen. But I say that to say when it came to my nephew, right? I would send him workbooks. I order workbooks, and while he's in the fourth grade, I'm ordering workbooks for the sixth grade. I will always go 2 grades higher than the current grade he's in because there's no point in getting a workbook for his current grade when he's already working on it in school. So let's prepare him for what he's gonna come across and raise his education even more. My nephew gets straight A's without studying. This man don't. This little boy, and he cause he ain't a man. This little boy
That's fire though. Without
be
study,
sitting without having to study. He could get an A on the test.
I mean, that means he got it. His mental is up
But
there.
that's what I'm saying. My nephew is smart but dumb. Cause he a boy. He a teenage boy. All teenage boys is dumb. Just do dumb stuff. Dumb.
And don't even have to.
Truth.
I've been there. I did a lot of stupid shit.
Exactly. Teenage boys, I don't be knowing what go on in y'all head. But at the end of the day, but I knew how important it was because that goes back to what I was saying earlier. Education doesn't just stop once when your child leaves school at the end of the day. You have to continuously educate your child at home. And unfortunately, there are a lot of parents who don't attend to their kids outside of school and expect the teachers to do all the work and they do nothing, but then they get mad when their kid is getting in trouble or not, or they're failing. Well, what are you doing at home to help them? It doesn't just fall all on the teachers and the educators. Well, like, what
Yeah,
are you doing? You got to educate your kid outside of school. They got to be continuously learning and educating themselves. Have them read a history book outside of a school so they can know the real history. Because again, what's put in these books in these schools are pre-approved. And as you know, they don't tell you everything. They don't even scratch the surface. And like J. Cole said, they put all these white people as heroes. Why are, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. And like Trick Daddy said in Thug Holiday, why are these judges making more than these teachers? And these judges be sitting here like just blocking shit and a part of the fucking fucked up education system. Like a lot of these rappers, if you really listen to them, they talk about it, they say it, but you really gotta listen to what they say.
but I ain't gonna front though. Also seeing the other side of things, is how some teachers is wilding on students for no reason. It's like, damn,
For no reason.
I see why some of y'all. I'm just saying there's some teachers that I seen online bugging out, and I'm like, all right, y'all make it bad for the teachers that are really doing their thing because y'all the ones making it look like y'all deserve the pay y'all get. Not saying all teachers deserve that pay, but the ones that be bugging out for no reason though,
It
nah, they
ain't no
got.
reason. These teachers are tired. These teachers are underpaid and
All right, so look,
underprotected.
so let me ask you this, right? So that
First of
means
all,
so
your
is that
kid coming here yelling at me, cussing at me, middle school age, high school age,
now see
and you
that's a whole different ballgame. But I'm saying if the child not doing nothing, but because you is frustrated with your pay and all that, you having a bad day, you think you could just violate a child just because you having a bad day?
no, that's no, absolutely not.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely not. Absolutely 100% not. But now, but that also is in the same sense, though, and when it goes back to these parents, because it's a lot of kids having kids these days. So a lot of these parents aren't even developmentally themselves or whatever. It's just like your kid acting up, cutting up, bad as hell, hitting a teacher. It's like you getting calls every day. Oh, not my child. My child wouldn't do this. Now my child wouldn't do that. But then the minute your child finds the right teacher and the teacher retaliates and hit the child back.
Oh yeah, you wanna be upset. Now in that case, I look at that. I don't have no sympathy for that because if you would have did something when the child was acting up with them other teachers, then that wouldn't have happened.
That part. That part. Like you seen that video of that kid who got tased on a school bus by a cop, right?
Yeah, I seen that.
And in the comments, they talk about he needs to be fired. And like this girl I went to school with, she was like, "So we just gonna not blame the parent. We just like not gonna have the parent take accountability." And obviously, the kid wasn't listening in the first place. That the school officer had to be called onto the bus. Like, no, we just gonna ignore that. Like, obviously, this kid was being a tyrant and not listening in the first place for the school officer to even be
Yeah.
called onto the bus.
And
And
then
he
still, and then
still
still,
wasn't
and
listening.
still wasn't listening. So they had to taste that ass.
But that's what I'm saying. But then you got these women, oh, he needs to be fired. No, bitch. How about you be fired as a parent? Because you the same parent that be like, oh no, that's not my child. My child wouldn't do that. But yet at the end of the day, Ray fucking running buck wild, terrorizing these teachers because
Yeah.
you are in denial that your kid is a badass. But you know how your kid is at home. And a lot of these parents do, but then again, they get mad because these teachers ain't supposed to say nothing to these kids. Oh, you can't talk to my kid that way. Well, bitch, somebody got to do it because you ain't doing it.
Yeah. They got it. They gonna give them lessons that you're not giving them.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's crazy. I tip my hat off to all these educators because it's crazy, especially now that I actually socialize with people that are educators, like middle school educators. I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, I have a little more grace and a better understanding. Like, yeah, no, that's crazy work. I was like, I
Word. I
tip
will
my
say
head off.
shout out to all the educators that's doing their thing, but
No,
to the ones
seriously.
to
And
the
that
ones to the
give a
ones that just
damn
be
about the
bugging,
kids.
but to the ones that just be bugging for no reason, I don't like that. I also don't like the kids that's bugging for no reason, lack of respect. I just don't like the lack of respect all around. But for those that's
Listen,
keeping the
them
respect
kids,
intact on both sides, I respect y'all. But I'm saying
seriously.
sometimes it gotta be what it's gonna be. Ray
Listen,
wanna act up. You ain't put him down, so now he got put down. It
Ray
is
and Pookie, because they come from some ignorant ass family. Listen, I'm just saying. Ray
Ray.
and Pookie running amok up in this motherfucker, but yet they mamas out there, and and those are the same mamas that be loud as hell, ignorant and ghetto as
But
fuck.
like I said, like what I like to do is we gotta balance the racism. Let's not forget about Tommy and Ryan shooting the whole school up.
Listen, that's a whole different ball game. Them, them folks, they be real delulu. Okay, they be in real denial about what the fuck is going on. Cause little Timmy and Johnny been acting up since a kid and killing cats since a kid, and you
Yeah.
chose to ignore the warning sign.
Let's
Oh,
not
talking
put
about, oh, I didn't think that would ever happen. Listen, baby, I watch true crime shows. I watch the ID channel, and I be watching these motherfuckers, especially because I've been watching Evil Live Here, and a lot of these people be like, they were abusive. They will always go on a tyrant, but I never thought it would lead to that, aka them snapping and killing somebody. Oh no. Ignore, even though you seeing all the warning signs. Oh yeah, he used to get real mad and beat on my mom. Oh yeah, when he was a kid, he used to kill cats. Oh yeah, he chose to do this. She chose to do that growing up. But I never thought they would lead and end up doing this. Now that's what the fuck you call delusional.
oh, let's
All
not
the
forget the other
signs.
one. They dragging in
All
road
the signs.
they dragging in roadkill in the garage. Want to cut it up for an experiment, road. You just drug the whole dead deer in here and you want to cut it up? Come on.
Listen, they different. Boy, they are different. But they be looking at us like we the problem.
Nah.
No, it's
They,
y'all. But
y'all
again,
in there, y'all in that pot too. They definitely in the
listen,
cooker.
that's that God complex, right? That's like that's what it's called, the God complex. You think you superior and you just like, what? I'm sorry, no. Because at the end of the day, baby, if you want to be truly ignorant against us, brown and black people, especially black people, baby, stop using our shit. At the end of the day, if it wasn't for us, y'all wouldn't even have majority of the shit y'all had.
So we gave them that seasoning.
Baby, we gave them the refrigerator, the traffic light, the duct system.
Hmm.
We gave the females pads. Like, we cured blue baby syndrome. A black man, Vivian Thomas, that never got recognized, never became a doctor, an official doctor
Talk
till
that
he
Black History shit.
he's sitting there saving lives, but who's getting the credit? A white man. Because black people wasn't smart enough or good enough to get an education to become doctors. First of all, baby,
You ain't your bag. Go ahead, get off.
cause I'm just saying, like, at the end of the day, like, facts are facts, right? We were kings and queens. We ruled with an iron fist. But them crackers, right? So ignorant and scared, decided,
Yeah, the way you
because
said it. But them crackers.
listen, them crackers were scared, and they saw our potential before we seen our
Yeah.
own potential. But again, they did that shit on purpose. Just like now, they know how to divide and conquer, and they use our differences to put us against each other. But like I said, if you really just sit down at the table and have a conversation with somebody, I bet you'll find more similarities than you do differences. But again, people are so brainwashed, so ignorant. They don't want to be educated. They want to stay ignorant. So they never gonna know. You could be missing out on your best friend. And at the end of the day, there's ignorant amongst every kind: white,
Oh yeah.
black, Hispanic, Chinese, Asian, like African. There's ignorant people amongst them all. Like, so obviously, like, when we talk about crackers and niggas, we ain't talk about everyone as a collective, because we already know not everyone falls under those categories. Not everyone falls under those umbrellas.
But we
Like,
do know it's some ignorance in every category.
it's super ignorance in every category. And if the shoe don't fit you, stop worrying about it. Stop getting all upset. Because if it don't fit, baby, why you trying to put it on?
Word.
Like, and speaking of, right? Let's talk let's segue into the BAFTAs.
Now I'm gonna say this first and foremost, right? Now I seen some people saying, yo, boycott the BAFTAs and all that. I'm gonna keep it 100. I can't boycott nothing I never knew about till now.
That part, I'm like,
Right?
who the fuck? Like, what the fuck?
So I'm not even gonna jump on that wave and be like, get them out of here, because I never knew nothing about them now, and I'm gonna continue to go about my life not knowing about them, because I'm quite sure I'm not gonna hear nothing else about them till something like this
And it's
happens.
crazy because I was about to say, it took a racial slur being shouted out at my husband, Michael B. Jordan.
Oh, you love Michael B. Jordan?
Oh my God, do I? What? Baby, let me tell you this. I let that
You look like
man down.
you ready to jump out the car for that man?
Listen, I'm going to jump out the window.
Yeah. Yo.
Look, hold on.
I seen
Let me roll.
I seen
Look, I'm rolling.
your eyes get all glittery when you mention Michael B. Jordan.
Listen, I just rolled down my window. I'm about to jump out for that man. Look, let me tell you something. And it's funny because I lost it after all these years and moving and stuff. But I actually received an autographed picture from Michael B. Jordan when he was younger, before he really became who he was. I mean, this picture of him, he had cornrows and the beads at the bottom. Remember that? Like,
Of course, because you know he was in the he was in the wire. He had the cornrows in the wire.
yeah. And literally, I received when I was in middle school, because it was my English teacher. He had us write letters to these celebrities, and he actually had addresses for us to mail them off. And I literally received a picture of an autographed picture of Michael B. Jordan. I wish I still had that. I wish. And it's even more crazy because I met his godmother like 2 years ago. This was in 2024 when I was working at a mobile urgent care. So we would actually go to the patient's home and take care of them inside their homes, instead of them having to leave and go out to like the urgent care or the hospital or whatever. And one of the patients happened to be his godmother, because she told me about his car accident before I seen it on TMZ.
Wow.
I'm like, that's crazy. You know how much I had to not fangirl out and be like, can you FaceTime him real quick?
Yeah, I know you want that, but it's like, nah, you had to action. Let that man get right. Don't do that right now.
First of all, not even that. I have to be professional. I am at work.
Yeah,
Like,
that's why I said, and that's not the time for that. Then let that man get
exactly.
right.
But yes, but again, it's crazy because like, but back to what we're saying, I didn't even know about this awards until this racial slur.
Yeah, I knew
And
not. I
what
never knew nothing about this.
I
And I'm
about
not
to,
even gonna front.
but you know what's even more crazy though? Because then when I realized it's an award ceremony based out of the UK, right? What I peeped about it, and for me, I guess because I be like noticing things normal people don't notice or don't think as a
And
big
also, real
deal.
quick, being that you said the UK, let me shout out to my homie Human Cannon out there. I did an album with him like 7 years ago. He produced the whole joint, so I ain't gonna sit up here and be on some like, yo, hey, everybody in the UK be on some bullshit. I'd have met some people through music through the UK that show mad love. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, nah, I fuck with the UK. I actually want to go visit London. But it's crazy because it's the fact that Ryan Coogler won two awards, like his movie, because the actress she won, and then Ryan Coogler won, and but it had to be outside the country award show for him to win. But when he was like he made history being nominated 16 times, but yet he didn't win not one category. But yet outside the country, your people acknowledge you. You get more recognition for what your work outside the country,
You know, they
right?
always say you get a lot more love outside of
Oh,
home.
first of all, there's a lot of people back that went over to the country, like Langston Hughes. He went to what, France, and lived over there in France, and he
You
said
know,
that was the best time. Like a lot of people, historical figures left the country just to get the recognition that they needed. And it's crazy because America is so great. Oh, we're the best country. But yet, when it comes to people that look like us, we got to go outside this country to even get equal respect and to even get the recognition that we deserve and the credit and homage that we deserve. But yet, we are hated in our own country. But yet, when we fight and rise up against our own country. We the problems. We're bad. We're the animals. But yet, this is the same country that don't see us as humans. We don't have rights. We're
and I
animals. We're
also say this. I
monkeys.
seen something Amanda Seales said. She was like, that wouldn't have happened if they never went over there. But it's like, yo, that could have happened anyway. You think about it, that could have happened anyway. But that's why sometimes I don't like hearing Amanda Seales talk, man. She give me a headache sometimes. Just like, yo, you wildin'. They wasn't supposed to go over there and get their award. I mean, they went over there. You know what I'm saying? And that guy with with the Tourette's, John Davison, you know, he was
Hmm.
over there. You know, I think he's a what, American actor and sing. I did a little look at him up now. I found out more to that story. Like Michael B. Jordan and Lindo Delroy wasn't the only ones he called nigga that night. He did it.
Oh,
He did it three other times to three other black people. So my thing is, I've seen people saying, "Yo, you can't have Tourette's and be racism and racist." Yes, you can. You see, obviously that man, he got Tourette's, and you know he racist. Now you for him to call three other black people nigger too, it's like nah, bro. That ain't just
that
no
part.
Tourette's, man. We not
That's
about to
not.
use we not about to use your Tourette's as an escape. Now see
Thank you.
if they'd have flipped this wheelchair and see this is why I say I don't fuck with everybody that be in a wheelchair. Some niggas do too much, making the wheelchair community look bad. Now if they'd have flipped this wheelchair, I would have laughed. Some would have asked me, "Yo, why you laughing at that? You in a wheelchair?" Nah, I don't got no sympathy for other niggas who do shit. Like, well, that he not a nigga, he's a cracker. That cracker who, but no matter what race you are, you in a wheelchair, you wild out, and your shit get flipped. I'm laughing because you shouldn't have did that.
That part. And that's the thing though. And of course, a lot of people going to use his Tourette's as an excuse. Oh, it's a tick. Nah, fuck that shit. Because at the end of the day, I met somebody and it's crazy. So I met somebody at one of my clinicals last year, right? White guy. And he has Tourette's, right? And he told me, just openly told me, he used to say the N word, right? With his Tourette's, his tics. But something he worked on. And
Yeah.
now he don't have his ticks. He doesn't say it. Because at the end of the day, Tourette's don't make you dumb. Tourette's don't make you stupid. It's involuntary muscle spasms. And it causes you to have these involuntary ticks and outbursts or whatever. But at the end of the day, it don't make you dumb. It don't make you stupid. Like,
But
and
you
that
see how
white
you
man,
said he worked on it. But to find out that this guy John Davidson said it 3 other times, I was like, nah, bro. And he still ain't apologized. So
and why
you
would he? Because
you,
at the end of the day, that's who he is. Again, ignorant.
you
Ignorant is a choice. Being ignorant is a choice, just like Donald Trump
know,
is an ignorant ass bastard. Like you posted Barack and Michelle as apes, as monkeys. Like, are you fucking kidding me?
but you know what killed me with that though? To see people so surprised about that. I was laughing like, why y'all
Why are
surprised
you
by this?
surprised? He's an open bigot and racist. But again, people put those blinders on, like the horses doing races. People put those blinders
People
on,
put the blinders on like the horses to a race.
like yo, like seriously, like they just. But again,
You know,
ignorance is a choice. You're choosing to be ignorant. You're choosing to oversee all the ignorance this man has put out there. And but it also goes to show that ignorant and hate will get you far because all those people that voted for him, those people that support him are ignorant. They're coons. I don't care if they not even black. You a coon for following that man. The coonism is real when it comes to Donald Trump and his little fucking minions. And I really just be shaking my head like, yo, we really doing this shit. But yet, again, but when we stand up and fight, it's a problem. We're being racist. We're being ignorant. I know you fucking lying. I know you motherfucking lying.
I just
Because
know I
because
don't
we're
be surprised.
demanding respect. Because we're demanding to be treated with the same amount of respect as our white counterparts. But again, they know our potential. They know our potential and they know numbers, quantity will do more damage than anything. But that's why they do these little things to conquer and divide. And also, big ups to Delroy and Michael for handling it gracefully and not even acknowledge it. Granted, you seen Michael B. Jordan face when it happened.
And see
You
now that you
seen
said Delroy, I think I said his name backwards
you
a
did.
couple.
You did.
But it's
But
Delroy Lindo, my bad.
it's fine. But you seen both of their faces, but yet they still didn't acknowledge it. And I gotta give them mad props for handling that gracefully on national TV. Because
No.
baby, me, I was like, excuse the fuck out of you. I'm like, I'd have had my homeboys in the back of the parking lot waiting for that
You know what's crazy?
motherfucker to
I did see a
leave out
picture.
that award system.
I did see a picture they both took together. It looked like Delroy was talking to Michael B. Jordan. I was gonna make a meme out that joint, like, put like Michael B. Jordan, like, yo, I want to smack the shit out that cracker. Delroy,
Hell yeah,
and
you
put
know
Delroy
they
like,
did.
I
You
ain't doing
know
it yet.
they
'Cause
did.
I started doing other shit, but when I seen that, I'm just like, see there, nah. So
But
if I start wheelchair rolling past a bunch of white people, and I just relentlessly start saying cracker, then I guess I got Tourette's, even though I don't.
listen, listen, it's all right. At the end of the day, and it's crazy though, because it's like when it's done to them, they want to cry. Like just like with Trump and the Afrikaners, right? Those white Afrikaners who was being like discriminated against. So I'm like, I know you fucking lying. I'm like, I know, and you want to give them refugees to the white at Southern Afrikaners? Like, I know you motherfucking lying. What about all the black African Afrikaners that were their land was destroyed? They were discriminated. No, you're not worried about them. Just the 59 white ones, huh? But again, people don't notice that.
And
Why
see,
would they?
part of why I say it only gets dirtier. Some people are like, yo, I need to stop laughing at stuff like this. I'm like, I be laughing because I'm not surprised. I'm not
That
about to sit
part.
here and run my blood pressure up and all that. And then, plus, some people be wanting to debate that Trump shit and all that shit all day. I look at people like, yo, I watch enough just to be aware. And
That
honestly,
part. Thank you. Thank you.
and honestly, I haven't voted since Obama. I don't even vote no more. I look at both that Republican and Democrat shit as that's just causing more division with us. So I ain't even touching that shit.
You know, it's funny though that you brought that up though, because like recently I've been thinking, especially again, as my own personal growth journey that I've been going through, right? I'm like, I guess I'm registered as a Democrat. Yes, I voted for Biden. I don't give a fuck. I didn't want Trump in the office. And yes, I voted for Kamala Harris again. I didn't want Trump in the office. I'm like, but at the end of the day, I'm starting as I'm again becoming more aware and still educating myself. It's like there's things that Republicans say or their ideas, some of them I agree with, and some of them downright hell no. Just like with Democrats, there's things on their agendas that I agree with, and then there's others absolutely the fuck not. At the end of the day, both parties have some good things, and they both parties got bad shit. And I'm like, now I see why people become independent. I'm like, I think I'm about to become independent. I'm not leaning towards Democrat or Republican anymore. Because, like you said, though, it's just division even more amongst people. But again, they know that. They know that. They know what they're doing to keep us divided.
Yeah, that's why
And
I don't be getting too crazy about that. Then I
you
mean, I
can't and just like you, I watch enough to keep myself aware because you got to know what's going on in the world you live in. You got to know what's going on in the world around you. But I'm not gonna debate with you, like, because at the end of the day, a lot of people don't know how to have a healthy debate. They get mad and then they get ignorant. Oh, you don't agree with me? You're stupid. You're dumb. Oh,
yeah,
I'm sorry. I didn't know I couldn't have my own mind. That's the whole point of me
it
having
turned to
my
opposite.
brain.
Then by you knowing
Bruh.
me, I could be an asshole. I done heard people say to me, "Yo, well, no vote was a vote for Trump." Well, I guess I voted for Trump then because I ain't vote. So whatever. Then you think you about to make me mad with that shit? Like, the fuck out of here, man. Like, feel how you feel. I'm not about to go back and forth with you about this. And at the end of the day, the world don't want a woman as president right now.
First of all, but if you gotta look at it though, right? They don't care if it's a white woman, because the both times Trump got elected into the office, he was running against women. So again, this country once changed. They just a little bit, they give a little inch, they give little breadcrumbs to keep us happy. But at the end of the day, they don't want the real change, right? And the real change is a woman, regardless of if it was a white woman or a black woman, because Trump got into the office when he went up against two women.
You know what I'll be on? I'll be like, yo, man, no matter who president, these motherfuckers ain't helping me get out this wheelchair, man. When the fuck they gonna make a cure for Becker's muscular dystrophy? How about that? But then again,
Listen,
I know it's a cure somewhere out there. I just ain't got the money for it. That's all it is.
I was about to say we not in that 1%, honey.
I just ain't got the money. You know what? I'm not willing to do no freak offs or go to no crazy
Listen, you're
islands.
not willing to sell your soul, and
I'm
that's
not
okay.
I'm not doing none of that. So you know what?
You
I'll
gotta
gladly
keep
roll
your
it.
morals.
Yeah, I'm a gladly roll in this wheelchair. I'm saying y'all do all that cannibalistic type stuff. I'm good on that.
Listen, that's what Terrence Howard said. I seen an interview with Terrence Howard, and he said a man got to keep his manhood. He said it's certain things, certain roles I will not do because I am a man. He said it doesn't mean I have anything against them. He said, but at the end of the day, I am a man. That's who I am, and I have to
Yeah,
keep my man. And I 100% respect that, because I get it. Because you have to stand for something. You have to have morals. You have to have values. Like,
yeah.
there's a lot of people in Hollywood who should be bigger than what they are, but because they didn't sell their soul, they don't get that proper recognition. They don't make it as big. They're not well recognized.
And see, here when you say stand for something, see now I got a t-shirt.
Roll for something.
I got
Roll for something
I
too.
got a t-shirt. I got a t-shirt idea. Like even though I'm in the wheelchair, don't think I don't stand for something.
Listen, you gotta roll with it too. You gotta roll for
Yeah, I'll
something
roll
too.
with it. Put the handicap sign on there too. All that.
That's it. And it's just crazy though, because like, God forbid, Let it have been a black person say a racial slur. Oh my God. Like, oh my God.
They'd have turned that place upside down.
Real quick. But not only that, did you see, because I have reposted it after the incident, of the black guy, I forgot his name, giving his speech at the BAFTAs, and he shouted out the Palestine, because you know everything that's going
Oh,
on
what you said? He said
over there.
Palestine.
Palestine, yes, thank you. Like he shouted out Palestine in his speech at the end or whatever, but they censored that out. They censored that part of his speech out.
Oh, see, I ain't know that, but see, that's crazy. See that? It only gets
But
dirtier.
yeah, you don't
Censor
censor
that out,
out this white man
but they leave that,
saying nigger.
but they leave the nicker up though.
Of
They
course.
leave the hard er around.
Of course. Of course.
Yo, see,
But that's what I'm saying, the
it only gets dirtier.
hypocrisy. And the hypocrisy is big as hell. It's super big. The double standard super big. But like I said, at the end of the day, if you really want to keep us down, stop using our shit. Cause you want to have half the shit y'all have.
Yeah,
The
but
ironing board. You want to have the ironing board.
your clothes will
The
forever be wrinkled without black people.
listen, first of all, your hair, a hot
Oh,
comb, okay?
you be in the
Peanut butter,
darkness, be in the darkness forever
refrigerator.
without black
You
people.
want to have no central air,
Be
okay?
hot without
As
black people.
fuck. You be hungry without black people. You just keep rolling through the streets without black people because there won't be no traffic lights. Like, are you serious?
You know, I might have to look into who invented the wheelchair. I bet you a black man did that, so I might have to look
I'm
that up.
sure. Listen,
I have to
first of
look
all,
that up.
the processing, the computer processing, the CPU, black man, black man. All right, are you serious? The golf tee, a black man.
See,
The
you
camera, a
saying that
black
stop
man.
you saying that stop using our shit joint that reminds me of an old video I seen that's been going viral on the gram where one was like, "Oh, if you so racist, then stop using."
Jenny Jones. I reposted that because Jenny Jones was right. Jenny Jones is right. If you're gonna be a real racist and a true racist and truly do not like black people, stop using the things we
You know,
invented.
that shit had me crying. I'm like, "Yo, she hit that on the money though. She not lying."
And it's sad though because a lot of these people don't even know majority of the things they use come from a black person. A black person invented it. A black person created it. But what was the biggest blockade for it? Ignorance and financial. Black people didn't have the money to have the proper support. White people knew that. So what white people do? Oh, I got this money. I got what you need. I got the money to get this off the ground. I'll give you the money and we could be partners. Nah, ain't no partnership. That white man, that cracker, knew what the fuck he was doing and stole that shit and put his name on it.
that cracker.
Listen, I'm just saying. And it's
So
true.
yeah,
And it's very
they got a
much
lawyer. See,
true.
we not,
Take
can't just put
away
hard
half
ERs
the stuff.
can't just put
Take
hard
away the
ERs on
stuff we
black people,
create.
man.
Listen,
The white people's hard ERs too.
that part. That part. And like I said, take away the things we invented, baby. This world will go upside down and kaput in 2.5 seconds. Half these people wouldn't even be able to survive. You hear me?
And then what else is funny? After seeing that BAFTAs incident, to see a lot of black people talking about, "Yo, I'm gonna go burn that shit down." Y'all didn't even know about the BAFTAs till now. How you about to go burn what down?
That part. That part. You don't even know where it was filmed at.
Like, you gonna burn what? Gonna do what? You don't know where it's at. This your first time ever hearing about it. Come on, like
But it's
crazy.
crazy because it is crazy. It's also crazy though because there's racism in the UK still. Like, and it's crazy because I do want to visit, but that racism is real different over there. They live in effect. Like when Meghan Markle, and Prince Harry, man, them white folks was mad as hell, black girl. is becoming married to the prince and is about to become a princess. And like you seen that video, I think I reposted it. A chick from the UK, black girl, just saying how it's just blatant, but the black people there don't stand on business. And this is coming from a native. She said it's there. We'll say something. We'll speak, but we don't stand on business and apply that pressure. She was like, but now that African Americans are involved, then she know business about to be stood on and change about to become. But that's crazy that a native said that.
Yeah, it's crazy. Wicked.
It's crazy.
All I know is
Wicked.
don't expect me to be joining y'all tomorrow, burning shit down, man. I'm over here got a heating pad on my neck.
I'm about
You know
to
what I'm
say your
saying?
neck burning, Grandpa.
I got a heating pad on my neck. My bones get stiff sometimes. I'm not about to go nowhere with y'all that I don't know nothing about. And even if I did know about, I'm not about to go nowhere and just burn shit down. I'm not catching the arsonist charge. My record clean. Y'all want to go over there and burn shit? Do y'all thing. I'm not gonna be there. Me and my wheelchair staying out the way how we always do.
And that's what you gotta do. I say definitely not so much stay out the way that you don't get into the fight, but stay out the like look, you pick and choose your battles. I don't know shit about y'all. Didn't even hear about y'all till this happened. I'm like, what the fuck is the bastard? Even when before I seen that, I seen Ryan Coogler made history and he won at the BAFTAs. I'm like, it's crazy though, but this man get nominated 16 times, or his movie is in 16 nominations, 16 categories, but yet don't even win one.
16 nominations. You should at least be walking away with 3.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Now
what I'm
that's
saying.
just me being nice to say 3.
Listen,
That's just the minimum.
but yet that was a big ordeal because he made history for being nominated 16 times. No. More, yes. I'm not gonna say no, like no, that wasn't history. Yes, that was history. But better history is being nominated 16 times and walking away with 10 of them bitches. Fuck 3, walking away with 10 of them. That would have been real history. But again, they do things, breadcrumbs. Oh yeah. Let's have Ryan Coogler make history with these 16 nominations in one night. Breadcrumbs. Changes are coming. But yeah, he don't win not one.
It only gets dirtier.
Always
Very,
gonna get dirtier.
very haram out here. I mean, to walk away with 10, they would not. If he'd have got 10 out the 16 nominations, they'd have been trying to burn all of it. They'd have found a way to, these awards is broke. They'd been like 8 of these is broke. You can only take 2 home. Now, how the awards broke now? Because I won 10 out of 16? Now they damaged?
Listen, forget that. Do you know how much dirt would have came out on that man if he'd have walked away with 10 of them out of 16 nominations? Man, listen, let me tell you, but at the end of the day, be your own people, the country that wants you to fight for them, fight for this country. So this so beloved country, but yet you don't give a fuck about me. That's crazy. That's delusion. The biggest delulu ever. The biggest delusion ever. America is the most delusional fucking country in this world.
It's crazy. You know, I just make the best of the delusion while I'm here. Still, you know.
That part. All you gotta do is make the best of it. Don't be malice. Don't be an ignorant ass ER cracker or nigger. Because at the end of the day, it's so much ignorant and negativity in this world. Why add on to it? Why not be different? Why not shed a little light? Shed a little love. Just stop being ignorant.
Like it's
take
already
the malice out of your heart.
It's already enough going on. People got their own battles they fighting.
That's what I'm saying. And then your one ignorant ass encounter could have been the one that threw him over the edge. Why? That's why I'm not ignorant towards people unless they're ignorant towards me. I stay very halal until I gotta get haram and show them why I stay in halal.
Yeah, that's the same with me. I'm gonna stay halal till you give me that reason to be haram. And once I get haram, I don't care if you want to flip my wheelchair. I just don't give a fuck no more. It just
that part.
All the fucks will go out the window. I just be ready to just We could just go there. Let's wake up there in the
That
fire.
part. Listen, baby, you gonna wake up dead before me. Cause let me tell you something. I promise you, I will make you question your existence. I will make you question your existence on this motherfucking planet. And I'm like, damn, shit. And I don't want to do that. I don't. I don't want to
Cause
be that
you don't like
person.
that side of you, and I'm the same way. I don't like that side of myself.
You know how much energy that takes? It's exhausting. Exhausting as hell. You hear me? Super exhausting. And it takes more energy to be negative than it does to be positive. So why am I purposely going to be ignorant? Why not be the light? Because at the end of the day, like you said, you don't know what battles people are fighting behind closed doors.
You
And
don't.
your one encounter can make all the difference in the world, regardless
Hmm.
of if you know it or not.
Yeah.
Like, why purposely spread that ignorance and
Like
hate?
they was waiting. They was like, yeah, I was waiting to get Haram today. I'm gonna enjoy this. Now, see, you gotta watch out. Somebody said out they was waiting to get Haram. They about to enjoy this. Yeah, you in for a long ride.
That part, like it's no need, but you know what it is? Karma get people like that. Karma will handle people like that. And it's like, and it's funny though, because it's a lot of those hard ER people that think they gonna make it to the pearly gates and don't
Yeah,
think, like, listen,
and we talking about hard ERs on both sides.
that part, not just the crackers or the knickers. We talking
Uh,
about them both. Because at the
both.
end of the day, it's a lot of them that think they making it to the pearly gates of heaven. Because apparently, hell is just empty.
Yeah, I mean, I don't be understanding that.
Understanding that,
I
you
understand
know,
that because I'm
and
like,
it's crazy. Like, yeah, nah.
speak and say this. This gonna be it's gonna be fucked up. But I know I'm not the only one that thought this. But you ever seen somebody that died, right?
Hmm.
You knew the life they led, all that shit, all the haram shit they did, and you know some people out of them. You look at them, you tell them, you give them condolences, and then you might catch yourself. You might say happy heavenly birthday, knowing them niggas is in hell.
That part, that part. Listen, but it's crazy because that's the perfect segue into the conversation we had before. Why? Because society, right, makes it where it's wrong to disrespect the dead. But my thing is, like you just said, and I said it in our conversation, why do we gotta respect the dead, especially if they was on a haram and a fucking tyrant the whole time?
I'm
Like
just
literally a fucking tyrant causing destruction and chaos everywhere they went, intentionally hurting people or they intentionally kill somebody, but yeah, I gotta respect that person because they no longer living. Yeah, I know you
yeah,
fucking lying.
yeah. It's
I know
over.
you motherfucking lying.
Like they ain't respect nobody when they was alive, and you think I'm gonna disrespect them because they dead? Nah.
Like that's, but again, but if you don't, God forbid, let one of us say something so disrespectful. Now we the bad guy. We wrong. We should, well, why would you say that about that person? They dead. They no longer
I
here
mean, I
to
ain't gonna.
defend themselves.
I'm not even gonna lie.
Pause.
I've
No.
been in many situations already where they had to get to that point where I was just like, you know what? You know that motherfucker in hell, man. I'm not about to do this with you. You know they in hell. Like
Listen, that
let's
part,
just
but that's
stop.
what I'm saying. But that's what I'm saying. Like you literally knew how this person was when they were alive. You knew. You knew without a shadow of a doubt what this person was like. But because they are no longer walking this earth, I can't state the facts. I can't state the truth. You want me to lie and make it seem like little Timmy was an angel? No, little Timmy was the spawn of Satan. The fuck is wrong with you?
But you know, stay delusional though, right?
Yo, some delusions aren't good. I'm telling
Stay
you.
delusional though, you know?
Yo, it's like a fun house of mirrors. Like, yo, what's wrong with people? Like, what is like at the end of the, but that's society. It's wrong to speak facts because this person can't defend themselves. Fuck that shit. Because at the end of the day, you know what they was. You know he was a fucking rapist, a pedophile, a murderer, a thief. Like what the fuck? And you want me to respect that?
Yeah,
Fuck
it's over for
no.
that. I'm not respecting none of that. Like, fuck that dead person. I'm not hearing nothing.
That's what I'm saying. Like now, don't get me wrong. I'm not going out my way to just bash this
Yeah, I
person.
ain't gonna go
No.
out my way,
No. Yeah, let me clarify. No, I'm not going out my
but
way
if we
to
gotta
bash
talk
this
about it,
person.
if you
We're
push
gonna
that
talk
button,
about it.
be like, yo, that nigga wasn't shit, man. That nigga deserved to be dead.
Like,
He was taking up space.
that's
Like,
what I'm saying. Like, we're gonna call a spade with a spade. We're not gonna sugarcoat and we're gonna be honest. Like, no,
like
I'm not
that's
respecting
it.
somebody that was the spawn of Satan and was a fucking tyrant. Like, no, why?
And
Why?
I'll say
Why
this,
why am I
especially
the bad guy for speaking the
and
truth?
with me, it's three strikes you out. Might be two at the most. It's like if I rolled away two or three more times, it's because I didn't want to flame you like that. But once you push the button where I had to hit the wheelchair brake, I'm telling you, fuck that dead nigga.
That's what I'm saying. But you know, again, hypocrisy, double standards. So like society put you in this box and they make it seem like you're wrong for speaking the truth about somebody who was a shitty ass person when they was alive.
Like I'm quite sure, and I say this all the time. I'm quite sure when I go, it's definitely gonna be some people. Fuck that dead wheelchair rolling nigga. I know it.
And that's fine. And that's fine because at the end of the day, this like this video I seen, right? Where this girl was saying, if someone told you I was a bitch, if someone told you I was nice, if someone told you I was mean, if someone told you I had an attitude, someone told you I'm the sweetest person ever, believe them. And that's true because at the end of the day, we all have these characteristics, right? But you met a certain one for a reason. So yes, I am all of that wrapped in one.
Yeah.
Just like I'm a daughter, a niece, a aunt, a cousin, a sister, a friend. Six hats wrapped in one. I'm all those characteristics wrapped in one. But
All I ask is if you gonna throw some haram on my name, you know what I'm saying?
be
Tell him,
honest.
tell him why I got
Thank
haram
you.
with you. Why you feeling
That
like that? If
part.
you gonna tell a story, just tell it all.
That part. And most people won't. They just want to make it seem like you, oh, this crazy, aggressive person, you angry, you violent. But yet, why did you catch my attitude? Why did you get cursed out? Why did I change things up on you? Because 9 times out of 10, you still was on your haram shit after multiple conversations. So now I got to show you why I've been having these conversations with you to avoid this. Now it's going to get ugly. And
That's
now
why
the
I'm
gloves is coming off. And baby, I'm going straight to the pits of hell because
That's
I
why I'm glad.
told
That's
you,
why I'm glad I
leave
got
it
people in my
alone.
life that know my character. That if you go up to them saying, "Yo, Bills was just acting up for no reason," they're gonna look at you like, "Nah, what you do to that nigga? Because he always chilling, laughing, joking, minding his business. What you do to that nigga for him to get crazy and say that foul shit he said to you?"
That part. And that's what I'm saying. And you know, and it's just like you got people that enable other people for them to be like, oh yeah, they just a bitch. And that same person that's agreeing with them probably did something to you too to cause you to spaz on them or whatever. But yet people don't know how to take ownership and accountability and they just like, oh yeah, she just spaz. Why? Why? And like you said, luckily you have people that know you just like I do too, especially my sister. My sister is my biggest fan. Shout out to my sister because I am my sister's biggest fan as well. But my sister knows me and she knows me enough to know, well, what did you do? Like, yeah, I'm like, I'm that boisterous one, the vocal one, that fun one. But when I go left and I get there, why? Why? Because my sister will tell you, she is the first person to tell you, I am the most understanding person you will ever meet. If you just talk to me and you're honest with me, I am very understanding. But the minute you get me out of character after I've repeatedly warned you and tried to avoid that, now I'm going to show you why. But I thank God that I have my sister to vouch for me, but like, she ain't do it for no reason. Why? Because my sister knows how I am. Like I remember a conversation, I think I was like 12 or 13, my sister and I had, and I never forget it. And she was like, I'm scared for you to fight. Not because I'll think you'll lose, but because I feel like you will black out and you will go to jail. And so, do you know that stuck with me to the point where I literally avoid fighting? I only
Oh, see,
fought
this is
when no,
why Big Bertha won't get you.
listen,
You gonna beat up Big Bertha, and you gonna turn out to be Big Bertha. That's just
listen, listen. But it stuck with me to the point where I refused to fight unless I had to. Unless I truly had to. I avoided fighting, and I honestly could say I only have 4 fights in my life. Four. Four real fights in my life. And I'm 4-0.
okay, undefeated.
Listen,
When you
I'm
going for your fifth win?
I'm not, baby.
You know what
I'm
I'm
about to
saying?
be 35 in 4 months. I do not have time for that shit. I work too hard.
You got till about 37 to get the fifth.
No, no, no. Because at the end of the day, I done work too hard. I watered myself too damn much to even go there. Like for
Now
you to,
we gonna close it out with something beneficial. You know, it's
yes,
get in the ring with Clarissa Shields. You know what I'm saying? Your fifth final fight, go out with a bang, get some cash. You know what I'm saying? Some gonna say, "Yo, Jazz lost on national TV," but you be like, "I'm winning at the bank though. That check is fire."
I'm screaming.
That's
But
with a retirement plan. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't going front. It would be a good retire. Listen, I will take that L for some. I got paid to lose. I still get paid to lose. I'll take that ass whooping on TV because I'm still getting paid. That's fine.
What I'm saying, nice
That's fine.
retirement check right there.
Listen, that one, like you said, that one L will set me up for life.
Yeah, that one L lead to a check. Why not?
That part. That part.
See, don't do it for free.
Oh hell no. But plus, I work too hard. Like I work too hard. I've come too far to throw it all away. And plus, at 35, well, 34, because I'm not 35 yet. My body don't heal like it used to, baby. I ain't in my 20s. I'ma feel like a truck ran over my ass for like the
You're
rest of
going,
the
you're going,
month.
you're gonna have one of these heating pads on like me.
Bruh, I'ma have a body heating pad. Fuck that. You're gonna have to wrap me up and a heated weighted blanket. Cause what? Nah, I ain't got time for that. I ain't got time for that.
Or yeah, go out with a bang. You know, we had a great conversation here. You know,
A
I
wonderful
know when this gets
conversation.
viewed, you know, a lot of hard ERs on both sides ain't gonna
Woo
like it.
boy. I was about to say, oh boy, we're gonna hear some backlash on this one. But guess what? At the end of the day, facts is facts, and it's the truth. And it's not like we was just talking about one hard ER, not the other. No, it's a collective. Because
Nah,
at the end of the day,
like
they
I like
all
to call
over
it, like I say, balance the racism. Some
that
people are like, yo,
part.
you got to stop playing like that. Nah, I know I'm joking, but at the same time, you got to balance that shit.
You
We're gonna
do.
balance the racism.
But then that's also, being able to take accountability and not being denial. But like, black people are ignorant too. They some hard ERs for real, for real. I'm like, no. Like at the end of the day, there's bad across the board, baby. But people just don't like when it comes from their own people. All right. Delulu. Y'all Delulu. Y'all
Like
stay Delulu.
how I see it, I don't care what you are, what culture you are. You do some stupid shit, I'm calling you stupid.
That part.
Because
You
I'm
just
quite sure if
ignorant as
I do
fuck.
some stupid shit or say some stupid shit, you gonna call me stupid too.
Exactly. You gonna call me ignorant. You gonna run me through the mud. You gonna do all that. So at the end of the day, I agree. Balance the racism. Because at the end of the day, the ignorance is spread across the board, friend.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, balance the racism because it's
Balance the
ignorant.
racism.
Listen, and they say black people always say black people ain't racist. No, we are. We definitely are. I don't care what nobody say. It's a very unpopular opinion, but we are. And like I said, ignorance is across the board at the end of the day.
That's a fact, you know? And that's where we're going to end it at. Let them know ignorance is across the board. Got to balance the racism. Both sides is hard ERs.
Listen, and stay halal, no haram.
No
Okay,
haram. But if you got to get haram to get to the halal, I definitely understand.
I'm here for it too. You know, because sometimes what Kendrick say, you gotta pop out and show niggas. Like, yeah,
You got
listen,
to.
everyone has lessons to learn, and I have no problem being a teacher, baby. And that's how we
Mm,
gonna end that.
that's some bars. I like this Nova side of jazz. Jazz already got bars, but Nova bring out the other ultra highlight. You know what I'm saying?
Listen, you know, I'm just saying though, that's that growth, baby. That's that growth and that personal work I put in because I believe in myself. And I'm always gonna bet on me, baby. I'm always gonna bet black. I'm always gonna bet Jasmine. Because at the end of the day, I'm always gonna get me to where I need to be.
I'm always gonna get me to where I need to be. We got more. I'm at the right tonight.
I'm just saying, friend, you know.
I'm
But
at the
yeah,
right
so
tonight. I might have to use that to slide you a percentage like yo, Jazz. I use that real quick here. Hold
listen,
that down.
that's all right. Just send it to my cash app. We
I'm gonna have to
good.
use that. You know what I'm saying? Got them bars.
You know, I'll be coming off the top of the dome with it. That's all.
Them bars. And on that note, we out of here. Y'all got blessed with some bars from Jazz, aka Nova. It's a lot of heat in here. Balance the
Listen,
racism. Everything halal, nothing haram. But if you got to get haram to get to the halal, I understand.
so be it, my friends. So
You know,
be it. And on that note, we
we
out.
out of here. Adios, amigos.
All right, friend.